A storm, but at least it didn't last long. Can't do them long services like I used to. And Lord knows. Wind drowns out the last of her sentence, but I pretend it didn't. I pretend I hear Miss Ann's words, that they're important, and I smile and nod. A few more people leave the church and walk past us, all warm smiles and hugs. I know these people. For decades. If you ask them, if you ask Miss Ann, they'd say we're good friends. More than that, they'd probably say we're all family. Church family. And we're here for one another. We love each other and the Lord God unconditionally. But they'd be lying. I'd be lying. Although if there is one thing you can sometimes find in lying, it's comfort, warm and complete and blind. How are Lebanon and Ruby? Miss Ann looks at me. Just wonderful. Lebanon is working hard at the bakery and Ruby adores her job. She's at some fancy law office downtown. Just so blessed. So very blessed. Miss Ann searches my face, like all old black women do when they want more information than you're willing to share. She examines my tired eyes and the thin folds of brown skin around them, my mouth, the pursing of my lips. Your arm sore? Your face looked funny when I grabbed it. No, ma'am. It's just fine. Probably acting up 'cause of the sewing I was doing today. Really, Alice? Yes, ma'am. I'm fine. I gently remove her hand and begin walking a few steps to my car so I can drive home, toward whatever I will find there, peaceful or ugly. Hold up, darling. I'm going to walk with you before I try to take this bus. Doctor said it's good to exercise this new hip. Now you know I'm not going to let you take the bus home. Not when you live right next door. I'm going to be fine. I don't want to be any bother. But Miss Ann knows I'll fuss until she's in my car. Christian or not, it's simple decency. I slow my pace to accommodate Miss Ann's stunted stride. All right, since you are insisting, and we both could use the company, I'm thinking. She waddles up and grabs my right arm for support instead of the left one this time, and smiles this smile, invasive and knowing, though she means it to be warm and kind. I'm careful as I cruise on East 73rd Street, turning at South Lafayette Avenue, then toward 79th Street. This route I've taken countless times, the stores and streetlights, the blocks and roaming bodies in this part of the city are as much of a fixture to my routine as church itself. In 15 minutes we're close to home, on Bishop Street, and Miss Ann starts singing a song, an old gospel only she remembers, probably one she heard many times as a child, but one I don't know, because many of these songs are lost to time, or atrocity, or apathy. Miss Ann sings about the River Jordan, how a man is going to cross to see the Lord on the other side. She softly croons to me and the empty air until we arrive at her house. The wind picks up again, pushing against us as we make it to her door. I try to shield her from the onslaught, but it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. As I press my body closer to Miss Ann, her voice, her song reaches my ear. The man is in the middle of the River Jordan. The current is taking him farther from the other side, but he's still trying to reach the Lord. The man is afraid he won't make it. Our houses, 2 brick bungalows, are nestled near the end of the street. Miss Ann's house is lit from the front. Golden shadows of electric light stretch themselves down the block. My house is dark, except for an anemic glow from my sewing room window. I help Miss Ann to her door as she finishes her song. He saved me from my poor self. No more do I gotta roam. I got my home in paradise. Yes, Lord, now I got my home. Miss Ann fumbles a bit with her keys before her grandson Latrell comes to meet us, helping her inside. He's tall and broad-framed, dwarfing